it hurts me knowing that I can't provide like I once did. Still am a competitor to think like, nigga, you think you got it, but you don't got it. That 15 that you making, I'ma spend my 15 and I'ma make it back easy. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't nothing. Different phase of my life that's gonna require a different form of myself. Being in the NFL, everybody knows there's a large sum of money that comes to you in a short span of time. And being away from the game for 3 years, those checks don't come in the same. Like I got 8 kids. It hurts me knowing that I can't provide like I once did. It hurts thinking that I'm Superman. But in reality, I'm just a man. What you're looking for is to reinvent who you are. We're gonna keep challenging you.
Now, Cam, you gotta, I don't know what the hell you're thinking, man, but I'm gonna say this, and this is what I'm gonna say in general. This is not just this. What I'm about to say does not just apply to Cam Newton. It applies to all athletes. We've seen this a million times. Did y'all know that 80% of NFL players go broke after they retire? That's a statistical fact. Now, I know for a fact that these guys do not think long-term when they get to the league because of statements like this. A lot of them, when they get to the league, they're so caught up in the moment and caught up in the present that they don't think long-term. And not thinking long-term can bite you in your butt. It's going to do it every time. Even as a regular, look, I got a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? I know my retirement, whenever it comes up, I got to have a specific number in mind that I want to get to. So I got to know the number I want to get to, and I got to do the work and put in any amount of money I'm trying to put in to get to that number, because I'm thinking long term. The problem with these athletes is they don't think long term. At least most of them, the ones that go broke. And I'm not saying Cam Newton is broke by any means, but what I am saying is that you could tell like he has some form of regret just by the interview. You could tell he has some form of regret, and that regret comes from him not making the best decisions or the smartest decisions. You get what I'm saying? A minute ago, Cam Newton was telling us that he goes to the strip club for men, not for women. He goes to the strip club to compete to see who could throw the most money. Y'all don't believe me? Let's roll the clip.
I went to a strip club for women. I always went to strip clubs for guys.
We went to a strip club.
No diddy. I'm a competitor. I wasn't gonna spend no money if I didn't see nobody else spending money. As soon as I seen somebody thinking that they got money, okay, you spending 5, I'm gonna spend 6. If you gonna spend 10, I'm gonna spend 15. And then we're gonna have a rain off.
Yeah, I love it.
So
I seen you do that in Onyx.
So that's my whole thing. It's like I don't go to strip clubs for chicks, even though I want decoration. I was a competitor, still am a competitor to think like, nigga, you think you got it, but you don't got it. That 15 that you making, I'ma spend my 15 and I'ma make it back easy. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't nothing.
Just to say this story, because I got this story on you.
Talk to me.
At Onyx, you was at the top. You said these exact same fucking words.
Straight up.
You said, oh, he want to play. I got it. I'm having it. I'm going to make this back tomorrow.
So y'all seen that, right? Now, how you say something like that and then come back around and say it's not as easy to take care of your kids before. Now, by any means, I'm not saying Cam is broke. I'm sure he got more money than me. But what I am saying is that bad decisions catch up to you. Cam Newton, you got three baby mamas and 8 kids. And you getting hit with child support. These things catch up to you, and Cam Newton is not the only one that's guilty of this. A lot of athletes do the same thing. It's a cycle with them. Y'all get all these baby mamas pregnant because you an athlete, you a quarterback, you feel like you're on top of the world, and you don't think you're gonna ever get knocked off your high horse at no point. But when you do, and reality sets in, now you're having interviews like this and having remorse and regret. This happens over and over, man. It's a cycle. Cam Newton made over $133 million in his career. Now, I'm not saying he took home the whole 133. Obviously, he got to pay taxes. You got to pay agent fees. You got to pay the NFLPA. There's a lot of things. You got to pay insurance. There's a lot of things that comes out of that. But that's a lot of money. And that's enough money to make sure you're set. But the problem is, a lot of these athletes, they don't think long term. They don't think about retirement. You get what I'm saying? And they think it's always They think the lifestyle they live when they're in the league is gonna be the same lifestyle that they're gonna live forever, and that's not the case. It's not the case. You gotta, anytime you're in a position and you're making a lot of money, you gotta think about You gotta think long term. You gotta think, okay, how am I gonna use this as a pivot to position myself to get to the next level? You get what I'm saying? That's what you got to do as an athlete, and not just as an athlete, as a person that's getting money. That's what you got to do. You got to think long term. You cannot just think about the present, because when you think about the present only, that's how you screw up your future. You get what I'm saying? Now, we've seen this over and over, man. Honestly, at this point, I really don't know, because I feel like these athletes, they're in the same revolving cycle. But let me know y'all thoughts in the comments, man. All right. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and share the channel. All right. Until next time, man. Y'all be safe. I'm out of here.